Welcome to Under the Microscope. This series is brought to you by the Real Scientists Nano team. Our goal is to provide a platform where scientists can communicate their work and interact with the public.
Hi everyone, today we have with us Chris Spicer, who is a lecturer in chemistry at the University of York in the United Kingdom. Hi Chris, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, excited to learn about your research. So let's start with the simple explanation. So could you explain your research to us in super simple words, please?
Yeah, so we're interested in creating new materials that we can use to treat and diagnose disease. So the types of technology we're interested in really range across a really wide variety of different technologies. So it could be a material that we're looking to implant into a human body to replace a damaged tissue or a damaged organ. So if someone's suffering from arthritis or has had a heart attack or something, then maybe we'd be looking to replace the cartilage tissue or the heart tissue that leads to those situations. Or it could be something really simple, like a diagnostic test that we could use to identify if someone is suffering from a disease. So something like a pregnancy test, for example. This is obviously all over the news at the moment, these rapid tests for detecting COVID. And those are the kind of things that we're also interested in making. But key to all of that is that we use our skills as chemists to design these materials. And that's really what sets our research apart from a lot of the materials research that's out there at the moment. So we really approach this from a perspective of being an organic chemist and how we can manipulate individual atoms and molecules in order to give these materials interesting properties at the end of the day.
Okay, so going in you're like at the interface of organic chemistry and medicine, something like that?
Yeah, we're really at the interface of quite a lot of different topics. So chemistry, also some biology, so we call it chemical biology, also some materials science and some getting into some sort of biomedical applications as well. So we really span all of those, but chemistry is our core expertise and what we do well, I think.
Okay, interesting. Wow, that sounds really like it's super interesting. And so there would be a lot of things that you would cover in the week that you will curate the account. So what can the followers expect in the week that you will take over the Real Scientist Nano account?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope we'll be quite broad in what we cover. So at the moment, what I'm planning on is having an introduction into kind of where I came from, my background, and some of the events that have led to me to where I am today, some of the inspirations that I have, and some of the people who've led me to where I am today. But also some content on what we do in the lab and what my group does really on a day-to-day basis. So not just this is our global vision of how we're going to cure all these amazing diseases, but also day-to-day basis. These are the experiments we're running. These are some of the techniques we're using, and really what a day in the life of a chemist who's interested in material science and nanotechnology is actually like. And then hopefully towards the end of the week, I'll also reflect a little bit on some of the challenges that we face as scientists, and particularly that I face as someone who's a fairly young group leader. In terms of having to think about how I'm going to constantly be funding my lab and what's the next big project, and how we're dealing with some of the challenges that COVID is putting on our lab as well. So hopefully we'll have a fairly broad week, hopefully fairly light-hearted. We'll try and keep it fun as we go along. But hopefully I'll be able to give all of the followers real insight into what we actually do on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, super. That sounds fantastic. I mean, it is definitely broad, and there is so much that you would be speaking about and giving us like a sneak peek into your life, your day-to-day life as a scientist. So that sounds all amazing. So thank you very much, Chris, for speaking with me. We are looking forward to having you on Real Scientist Nano.
I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you for listening. To know more about us, please visit our website, realscientistsnano.org, and follow us on Twitter at realsci_nano.